And a howdy do goes out to all of you in Twitch land. My name is James, I go by JSR. Welcome to another of the Summertime Hot Invitational Tournament, Season number 3, Panic Restaurant, between our opponents, RandomEffekt and Puke7, and this should be a very appetizing matchup indeed. As we get prepared to go underway, both of our contestants are in the IRC as one of them is taking a pee break. I'll take a few minutes to get set up here before the race begins. And welcome all of you out there in Twitchville. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. As we are about to have a matchup of one of the most exciting games that I've ever seen. It's a very exciting game, but actually it is a very, very intense game, as we saw in RandomEffekt's matchup yesterday between RandomEffekt and the Alan Heffley. Multiple game overs on the last stage. Back and forth lead changes. This should be exciting. This is Puke7's very first matchup of this tournament. And both of our runners ready in the IRC. So we'll be getting underway shortly. Okay, give me 1 second, folks. As I get our racers ready to go. And the countdown has begun in the IRC, and the racers are ready to go in this exciting matchup. And we are underway. Just let me catch up here on the streams. And here we go. So this first level, for those of you who don't know, is a pretty straightforward walk in the park. So don't be a chicken. Just go on through and you'll be fine, as you see our runners quickly and deftly making short work of these deadly carrots and these creepy walking chickens. It's no walk in the park, more of a walk to a restaurant, but these guys should be able to handle it just fine. Both of them grabbing the spoon as they reach the first checkpoint of the game. Every time you reach a checkpoint, if you happen to run out of life, you will respawn at that checkpoint. As long as you don't lose all of your lives, you should be able to continue, no problem. We reach our first boss of the match, Popcorn Pete. And Puke making very quick work of him. Random playing a little bit safer. But neither runner has an issue, and they both make it through unscathed. And we move on to stage 2. Now, there's a slot machine mechanic in this game, kind of like Super Mario Bros. 2, but I don't believe we'll be seeing either of our runner using it. The slot machine allows you to get extra lives or health refills, but obviously, as these guys are speedrunners, you probably will not be seeing that in this matchup. As we head into the second of our 6 courses, the soup course, located in the dining room, and we get introduced to one of my favorite enemies, the troll apples. Puke catching the elevator, Random misses the elevator, and this will give Puke a bit of an advantage going into the next checkpoint. But we're still very early in this race, and plenty of time for Random to catch up. The troll apples not giving Puke any issues here, but these onions, they can make you cry if you don't quite take care of them in the perfect manner. Puke missing the second elevator. This will give Random a chance to catch up if he's able to catch it, but he is unable to. So Puke taking a hit there. That's actually the first hit that either runner has taken in this entire race so far. Now yesterday, Puke, as Coach Crab mentions in chat, yesterday Puke did PB with an excellent time of 15:28, as both our runners reach the electrical section. These chandeliers are about to short circuit, and they're dropping deadly lightning bolts onto our runners, but neither runner takes an electrical bolt to the head, and Puke quickly moving into the final checkpoint of the stage number 2. Random playing a little bit safer, but makes it through unscathed. Puke picking up his patented wizard hat as he heads over to the ladder here. Now, Random yesterday, when I was watching his race, didn't seem to know that you could jump off of these ladders. Let's see if he's learned that. And he does it there, so hopefully he'll be able to do that going forward. That was costing him a lot of precious life in his race yesterday against Alan Heffley. And Puke making it over to Microwave Mick, the most difficult boss in the game. Not really. With the spoon, he should be able to quickly dispatch that boss, and he does, as we have angelic chickens flying out of our dead microwave, and RandomEffekt right behind him. Maybe a 10-second difference at the most separating our two runners as they head into course number 3, the salad course, taking place in the kitchen for some reason. Willy Walk is our boss here. We'll see him shortly. Now, there is one section here that I, as a contestant in this tournament, get a lot of flack for, and that is the infamous Eco Toast damage boost, which will be coming up shortly, and I'm fairly sure we'll see Puke go for it. I'm not sure if Random knows about it or not, but we'll see if both runners take it, as Puke excellently makes his way through the first section, and Random not losing any time to him at all. He is right on his heels, although he takes an unfortunate hit there. Puke making his way into the soup area of the kitchen. These nice bubbles floating up from the bottom of this boiling soup allow our runners to quickly jump over these dangerous, I guess you could call them lava pits. I guess that's what they were going for there. Puke picking up the spoon upgrade, but misses the pot lid. Will this give Random an opportunity to catch up? I don't believe it will. Random playing very safe on those burners. For good reason. If you take a bot from one, it can really set you back. So Puke reaches the next checkpoint. Random still at the pot section, and he also misses the pot. Mendes has the best suit. Now, these toasters spit out deadly slices of toast, and each of these runners need to be careful not to run into them. So don't be a loaf here, or you'll be toast. Alright, our first opportunity for Eco Toast, and Puke hits it perfectly. You could say he was really hot there. I have to come up with a better toast. Yeah, there you go. That joke was stale. I got to come up with better puns. Hey, you got to give me some slack here. I was on the fly when I took this race. Random going up to the Eco Toast now. Let's see if Random can hit it, and he does as well. So both runners pulling off what JSR cannot, and that is the infamous Eco Toast skip. So Puke closing in on our boss in this level. This is Willy Walk, the probably most heavy RNG laden boss battle in the entire race, and really honestly the only part where RNG can really make or break the fight from start to finish. Let's see what happens with Puke, and he gets bad RNG right off the top, losing his spoon. He's down to 2 hearts and down to 1 heart, but is barely able to hang on and gets through Willy Walk just at the nick of time. That was close. Full clinch right there, guys. Full clinch. So as Random closes in on the boss battle, Puke moves on to course number 4, the fish course that takes place in the courtyard. These annoying skewers will fly on a very predetermined pattern, but they're difficult to avoid. When you're learning this game, it's very easy for those guys to troll you, so it does pay off, and Random has a really nice Willy Walk, only taking 1 hit. That was a great fight. So Random's not that far behind, and ill-timed death could make this race even, as Puke makes his way to the first part of the rooftops with these angry storm clouds. Yeah, I believe he died in the first area, as Puke takes another hit from these annoying carrots. So Puke down to 1 hit point left as he makes his way into another area with these annoying skewers. For some reason, the fish course taking place outside. I'm not really sure why, but Puke, going through it swimmingly, grabs the health refills, so that should help him make his way through this level deathless. Ooh, he almost gets the dreaded fork. Luckily for him, he avoids it. Excuse me, shish kebabs. Yes. The names of this are probably in the manual somewhere, but I haven't bothered to read it because I don't own this game. I actually don't know anybody who owns this game. As Puke picks up the wizard hat and Random making quick work of the shish kebabs. I don't know any, and I know a lot of collectors. Yet I do not know any collectors who actually own a real copy of Panic Restaurant. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like, I'm already saving up to buy my first copy, complete in box. I might even get it sealed. Does D-Pad Danny own it? I did not know that. That's awesome. Alright, Random down to 2 hit points now, but still making his way. Not that far behind at this point, but Puke has reached one of the best battles in the entire game. Patty-O Burger. Many theories abound as to where the name comes from and what it means, but all I know is if you have beef with this enemy, he will kick your buns. Puke went for the quick kill, just barely missing it, but gets through. So he moves on, still has not taken a death yet. Into the meat course. Now this is an infamous course if you speedrun this game, because as you will see, as unable to avoid getting the trolley fork, so he gets rid of it quickly. This stage has an intense amount of lag and slowdown. I'm not sure what the developers were doing when they made this extremely technologically advanced game. They did not understand the NES's capabilities. I must have missed it, but RandomEffekt took a death, which gives Puke a bigger lead and a huge advantage as we go through stage 5. You'll notice a lot of slowdown, and then you have these really trolly popsicles that like to appear the size of our protagonist, and I don't know who makes popsicles that big. Like, that is excess. That is just excessive. So apparently Random fell into some spikes, which was very unfortunate. Now, Random is 1-0 in the tournament. Like I was saying at the beginning of the broadcast, had a very, very unfortunate game over late in stage 6 yesterday as he takes on Patty-O Burger. That was an insane matchup with quite the back and forth struggle. And Random was able to come out on top over the Alan Heffley, but is falling behind rapidly here as Puke does not grab the plates. So it looks like we'll be seeing Panstrats against everyone's favorite boss. It's definitely Rose City Saints' favorite boss. And if you guys are wondering why, you will see shortly. At Random, unable to avoid the trolley fork either, so I've yet to see anybody not be able to pick up that fork, unfortunately. I do not know how to do it myself. I've tried in practice, and I'm just unable to do it. The room you see Puke going through now is one of the toughest in the entire run. If you try to just brute force your way through, and your timing gets thrown off, you can be put into an unescapable death. But Puke handles it very nicely. Random takes another hit, down to 1 hit point left, and here we go, folks! Aw, yeah. Grab a cigarette, boys. That is the sexy ice cream, frozen Fritta. Craigasms in the chat, please. Craigasms in the chat. And Puke handles it wonderfully, not even flustered by her melting beauty or her sweet demeanor, and makes it through and moves on to the final stage of this round as Random falls into the spikes. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate death there. So, Puke with a pretty large lead now. I mean, it would take a monumental choke finger here for Random to get back into this match, but you never know, folks. This is Panic Restaurant. And in a Panic Restaurant race, anything can go down. Puke is dancing away as he grabs the wizard hat and moves through our first section with these fry guys. These fry guys are extremely difficult. Machine Gatling gun French fries of doom. And makes it through unscathed. Still has 2 hit points and gets through the snail teacups. And over what I think is 2 of the most difficult jumps in the game. But does it quite well. Random making his way with the platter strats and falls into the spikes and will lose his platters, his plates if you will. Unfortunate. He still has 2 lives, so he's not yet in danger of a game over. However, he does need to be careful, as we know from his match yesterday. Stage 6 is no easy walk through the park. Puke7 in the impossible jump and nails it first try. That's impossible. And now, making his way through Smiling Pumpkin Alley, his chef spoon weapon of choice definitely dives off the ladders and reaches the checkpoint. He is still yet to take a death. And RandomEffekt! Oh, he gets popsicled into the spikes. Oh no, down to 2 more lives left. That was not a RandomEffekt of those popsicles, unfortunately. Those popsicles are very trolly. If you move at the wrong speed in that room, those popsicles will throw you off, as we see Random taking yet another death. And he's down to his final life. A game over here would be catastrophic. And Puke is just making quick work of this game, folks. He is already in the last section, about to fight our final boss, Odove, which, as has been mentioned in other restreams before mine, is probably just a bad English to Japanese translation, or Japanese to English translation of the French word hors d'oeuvres. Whatever the case is, Waluigi jumps into his walk and flies away, and Puke will be chasing after him in his Ferrari, as we see RandomEffekt on his last life taking on the sexy ice cream, trying desperately to make his way into the final stage. Although, folks, I have to admit, I don't know if there's any way Puke isn't going to come out on top in this matchup, as he goes into the final boss battle, takes an early carrot, and is walked in the face. Down goes Frazier. Alright, round 2. That's Puke's first death of this race, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great run by Puke up to this point. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this could be a possible sub 16. And it is! Puke7 with a tremendous effort in this race. What a run by Puke7. Official SRL time of 15 minutes and 52 seconds before yesterday would have been his PB. Well done to our winner in today's matchup, Puke7. Let's hear it for Puke and for RandomEffekt as Random makes his way into the impossible jumps and makes it through on his first try. He does have an extra life in his reserves, so unless something catastrophic happens, Random should be able to make it through.
That was dope.
Is that Puke? Hey, what's going on, man? GG, sir.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, that was a deathless run going all the way into the final boss battle. Was that going into your mind at all, or were you just trying to get through?
Are you supposed to do an interview or something now? No, JSR's voice isn't lighting up in Discord.
There he goes. There he goes. I thought he was in here already. How are you doing, sir? Congratulations. GG. How does it feel to be 1-0 in the SHI tournament?
I'm 2-0.
Oh, you're 2-0. Yeah. I thought this was your first matchup.
No, I took on Alan Heffley. I think it was Tuesday night.
Oh, my apologies, sir.
It's all good. I had the death on Odove. I was not happy about that, but whatever. I got a good time. Sub 16 still.
That was about to be my first question for you. That was a deathless run all the way up until the Odove battle. what a tremendous run by you. Was that going through your mind going into that run, or were you just trying to get through?
I missed the lollipop, and I just said screw it, and I went on, and I don't think I was hitting the controller up and right like I usually do as soon as the fight starts, and I got hit by the first carrot, and that just threw me for the rest of the fight.
Well, I have some questions from the chat, if you don't mind. One of my esteemed viewers asks, what kind of beard shampoo that you use, and would love to know more techniques about beard care.
I'm not the person to ask about that because I don't really care for my beard at all.
I was growing mine out. I was growing mine out, and I had somebody in chat make me shave mine on stream, so it happens.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's okay. I didn't really care for it anyways. Alright, so 2-0, RandomEffekt about to get to the O-Dove battle himself on his last life, but with full health, so he should be joining us shortly. 2-0, going forward, what are your expectations for yourself in this tournament? Where do you see yourself ending up at the end of this tournament?
Well, I think I made it to the bracket, so that's cool. I'm really curious to take you on, and I still haven't seen Niram, is that his name? I haven't seen that person race yet.
I don't believe he's been MIA so far. I don't believe he's had a match yet. And my match with Niram will be Friday night, by the way. And I believe the time will be, I have to look it up, 1:30 a.m. Eastern. That'll actually be Saturday morning. 1:30 a.m. Eastern, 10:30 Pacific, as we see RandomEffekt trying to make his way through on his last life. 2 hit points remaining. Oh no, he blows his balloon back up.
Oh, I hate that. That is the worst.
2 hit points remaining for Random, so as long as he's careful here, he can finish this fight off. Uh-oh. Oh, with his last hit point, makes it through. Congratulations, RandomEffekt.
Nice.
That was a clutch fight. Clutch fight by RandomEffekt. That was really clutch.
It's nice.
Just making it in on his last hit. Alright, so 2-0 in the tournament. Do you have your next matchup scheduled at this point?
I think it's a little bit up in the air. Jackamus is in our Group D with us, and he's just procrastinated, and I think he's trying to schedule everything for Friday night, but we'll see how that goes.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to get it scheduled here soon, because obviously there's a lot of matchups still to come in the SHI tournament, and I will be going over a couple of those before I end tonight's race stream. Well,
nice.
Anything you wanted to add?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, RandomEffekt? GG, sir. That was is that a PB for you, by the way?
That is a PB for me.
Congratulations, almost sub 20. Take us through, because this
in the regular timing it is sub 20. Because we start the race really early. So I did get a 1957.
Congratulations, sir.
There was a 1957.
So, couple questions real quick. This was a very tight race up until, I would say, your first death, which was in stage 3, was it not?
Probably.
But you hung right behind him until the end of the meat stage when you got trolled by those spikes. You actually were very much in this race up until that point.
Yeah, I figured. That was, one of them was me not remembering the level very well. Oh no, that was in the previous stage before that. I died because I went left instead of right on a getting off of a ladder or whatever, and I fell right into the spikes. But then on the meat, yeah, the one where you have the platforms that fall, like you have 3 platforms and 2 of them on the ends fall. That was just I thought that I would be better off in this race to like try to just plow through that, and that ended up backfiring quite a bit. And I got trolled by the red popsicle like over and over and over again.
Yeah, that screen, if you have the timing get messed up even the smallest amount, then it's very easy for you to get trolled by those popsicles.
Yeah, there was like
It's
with the pace that I went on, there was absolutely no at least on the first death, there was no way that I could avoid that.
Understand.
Because I'd already committed to like the jumps, and then after that, after the second death there, I was like, all right, I need to actually not jump there anymore and take it a lot slower.
Well, definitely congratulations on the PB there.
Thanks.
And hopefully, as you get more runs in, hopefully you'll be able to lower that even faster. Now, once you get the hang of it, it becomes pretty easy to do so.
Well,
do you have your next? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I might only have one more run of this.
So you don't intend to chase down Sidetrack for the world record?
For the world, absolutely not. I intend to delete this from my power pack as soon as this tournament is over.
Oh goodness.
Well, do you have your third matchup? As you unfortunately fall to 1-1, do you have your third matchup?
No, I believe it's with Jackamus, and we haven't set a time.
All
So.
right. Well, hopefully both you guys can get your matches set up as soon as possible, and we can enjoy even more of this exciting tournament.
Enjoy is a strong word.
Well, it's very enjoyable from our point of view. I gotta admit, it's much more fun from the commentator's seat than the chair.
Yeah.
But, well, GG Random, and congratulations once again, Puke.
Thank you.
And best of luck to both of you guys.
Yeah, GG
going
Puke.
forward.
GG.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, fellas.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
All right, boys. Well, for me, that's going to do it today. As we close out this matchup, I hope you guys enjoyed an exciting race once again in the summertime hot invitational tournament. And we have plenty of races coming up for you very soon. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, there's another matchup that is only an hour away between our Coach Crab 127 and the Zelda 2 randomizer master and creator himself, Digshake. That will be at 7:30 Pacific Daylight Time, 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Restream yet to be announced. I'm sure somebody will be on that. But that's going to do it for me in this Restream. My name is JSR. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody.